Have you ever noticed something strange? When the strongest person wins, we expect it. But when the weakest person wins, we feel something different. Naruto, Copa Verde, Blue Lock, three completely different stories. Yet they all create the same feeling. We want the person nobody believes in to succeed. So here's the question. Why do we love underdogs? The underdog is not supposed to win. That's what makes the story powerful. If the strongest person wins, we say, of course. But when the person everyone counted out suddenly rises, we feel like something impossible just happened. And psychologically, that's exactly what makes underdogs so powerful. Because most people don't see themselves as the strongest person in the room. They feel behind in success, behind in talent, behind other people's expectations. And when we see someone starting from the bottom, we recognize something familiar. The underdog doesn't begin with everything. They begin with doubt. The first reason we love underdogs is because we see ourselves in them. Naruto was never treated like someone special. He was ignored, rejected, underestimated, and constantly reminded of what he lacked. But there was something psychologically important about his struggle. He didn't just want to become stronger. He wanted to be seen. He wanted the people who had already decided who he was to realize they were wrong. And this feeling is more common than people admit. Maybe you've been ignored. Maybe someone compared you to someone better. Maybe people decided what you were capable of before you ever had the chance to prove them wrong. That's why Naruto connects with people, because his story represents something deeper. The possibility that being underestimated doesn't have to be permanent. The second reason we love the impossible. Because if we already knew the underdog would win, the story wouldn't be exciting. The real power comes from uncertainty. We don't know if they will make it. And that's exactly why we become emotionally invested. The favorite represents what is supposed to happen. The underdog represents what might happen. And psychologically, might happen is often more exciting than should happen. When the favorite wins, the world makes sense. But when the underdog wins, the world surprises us. And humans love surprise, especially when it feels earned. That's why an underdog victory feels bigger. The result isn't just, they won. It's, they were never supposed to win. Blue Lock shows us a different kind of underdog. Not every underdog wants sympathy. Some don't want people to say, you're doing your best. They want to win. The players in Blue Lock are not simply trying to survive. They are trying to become the person standing above everyone else. And that's the transformation we secretly want to see. Because deep down, many people are not only afraid of failure, they're afraid of staying the same. They want to believe that the version of themselves everyone currently sees is not their final version. The player who is ignored today could become the player everyone has to watch tomorrow. The dark truth. There's also a darker reason we love underdogs. Sometimes, we don't just want them to win. We want the people who doubted them to see it. We want the rejection to become regret. The person who said, you can't do it, to eventually realize, you were wrong. This is why the underdog story can feel almost like psychological revenge. The satisfaction of being underestimated and becoming impossible to ignore. But maybe that's the real reason we love underdogs. Not because they are guaranteed to win, but because they represent possibility. The possibility that your current position is not your final position. That being behind doesn't mean you're destined to lose. We see Naruto and remember what it feels like to be underestimated. We see Blue Lock and recognize the desire to become someone completely different from the person everyone currently sees. The underdog isn't powerful because they start with everything. They're powerful because they start without it. No guarantee, no certainty, just the possibility of change. And maybe the reason we love underdogs isn't because we think they can become someone else. Maybe it's because we secretly hope we can too. We don't root for the underdog because they're weak. We root for them because we know what it feels like to be counted out. YouTube's algorithm thinks you'll like this. Give it a watch.